Hello friends, in today's video we're talking about roasting coffee at home. Maybe you've never heard of such a thing and are curious if it's really worth it? Hint, kind of. Or maybe you've been curious for a while and just don't know where to begin. Throughout today's video, I'll be giving some tips and tricks I learned from going from roasting coffee in my college dorm room to running a commercial roasting business. So be sure to stick around. Hello, my name is Stephen Holm and I am with Homegrounds. We're here to help you brew, enjoy, and in this case roast better quality coffee right at home. If you're new to our channel, be sure to subscribe and leave us a comment down below letting us know what you'd like to learn about, whether it's roasting, brewing, or anything coffee related. Like I said earlier, I began roasting coffee in my college dorm room and eventually turned it into a business working for myself full time. So I want to give you some tips on roasting your own coffee. And we'll be dividing this video into 3 sections. First, why would you even want to roast coffee at home? Is it really worth it? Second, you've decided to roast at home, but what do you actually need? And third, what is coffee roasting and how do you really approach it? So first, why should you roast coffee at home? Well, the process is fascinating to learn about, and if you're a DIYer, you just want to dive into things and make everything yourself, so it's a natural step to go from brewing your own coffee to roasting it. You also get freshly roasted coffee whenever you want, which is a huge plus, and you can make it a gift for friends and family, and maybe even sell it a little bit, starting at farmers markets if you would like. And lastly, it has the potential to save you money. When you're going out and buying coffee from a roaster from the grocery store, prices can vary drastically, but let's just say it's on average about $20 a pound. Now when you're going out and buying green unroasted coffee yourself, those beans are only going to cost between $3 and $8 a pound based on the quality that you're getting. So there's an obvious savings there, but at what cost? And that brings us to some of the downsides of roasting coffee your own. Because although the cost per pound of raw material is going to be much less, it's going to cost you in time. So while it may only cost $3 to $8 per pound of unroasted coffee, the time it takes to get a pound roasted could be hours. And on top of that, you will have waste as you're getting started into roasting because there is quite a bit of a learning curve, especially depending on the budget that you're starting off with. If you spend less money on a way to roast your coffee, it's gonna take you longer to figure out that system and to get a good quality roast out of it. And although I believe you don't need to know the entire science behind roasting coffee in order to roast good quality coffee, there is some things that you have to understand and ways that you need to know how to manipulate your roast to get good quality results. So let's say you've decided it is worth your time and effort to roast your own coffee and potentially save some money. What do you need to roast? First off, you need green coffee. Now it's pretty easy to source green coffee. You can just go on Google and type in buy unroasted or green coffee and a lot of results will come up. But we recommend going to your local roaster and asking them. Because first off, you get to support your local roaster, but it's also usually not a big deal for them to sell you that coffee. They will probably sell it for a bit of a profit on their end, but that's because they took on the risk of buying giant 60-kilogram bags of that coffee, and they're just giving you a little bit. Now, if you don't have a local roaster by you that you can do that with, you can also just go online and go to somewhere like Sweet Maria's. They're an awesome home roasting resource and you can buy a lot of different coffees from them, and they give good roasting recommendations to get you started. So now you have your coffee, but what equipment do you actually need to get started? And really you just need a roaster of sorts. The general rule of thumb is that the more money you spend on a roaster, the easier it will be to achieve good results on that. Now that isn't to say that the cheapest options for roasters won't give good results. It will just take more time and experimenting in order to achieve those. And on top of that, usually the more money you put in, the higher the capacity of the roaster that you get, so the less time you have to spend roasting every week or so. So now you have everything you need, you're excited to start roasting, but what do you even do? And the entire roasting process isn't really something that we have time to talk about in today's video. But if it is something you're interested in seeing more of in a full walkthrough of a roast, let us know in the comments down below. But the process of roasting is basically just manipulating heat and airflow in order to turn these green coffee beans into something that's able to be ground down and extracted with water to make this beverage that we love so dearly. So all of this information may seem really overwhelming, but we really recommend just going to a local roaster, buying a pound or two of green coffee. It's only going to cost you, say, $10 or so, and just giving it a shot. And as you're roasting, be sure to taste everything, and a great way to taste is by cupping, because you're eliminating all the variables from the brewing process and you can taste all of your roast at one time. So we hope that this video was helpful, giving you a glimpse into the world of home coffee roasting. It's a lot of information, so don't hesitate to reach out and ask us any questions you might have. Feel free to leave a comment below. We're here to help you. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to stay tuned for more home roasting videos coming soon.